Welcome back to Quick Look. I am Steve. This is One Finger Death Punch. Now this game actually requires a keyboard at the beginning only to do this. Just to hit play. That's it. Other than that, it has full controller support. Now I've put 9 hours into this game. Like a lot of people, I wrote it off, thinking it was a stupid, silly, dumb game, and it is, but it's actually quite deep and a lot of fun. Here we have levels and survival. I have done levels. Student's the easy difficulty, and after you beat all the levels in student, which I think there are over 200, it unlocks master and so forth, but I actually like student. I think it was a lot of fun. And that was at the end of the game. These are all the levels. As you can see, you can take different paths. It's one big giant world map. I think that's the beginning. No. Beginning's all the way over here. So, just a brief introduction. It's not just punch and punch. I mean, it is punch and punch, but you actually can get some modifiers here. I've completed the game, so I've earned them all. But these will actually enhance certain parts of the game. Depending on your playstyle, you can select up to 3. And then after you get a certain point, you can select another one, provided that you do the correct level that it requires. Basically, just on the 360 controller, X is for left punch, and B is for right punch, and that's pretty much it. Once the enemies go into those gray bars, it'll light up.
Wait for enemies to enter the zone. The enemy has entered the zone. Notice how the gray enemies take one hit. Press X now to attack this enemy. Wait for enemies to approach you. Fight using only the X and B buttons.
Right above me is the number of enemies left for the level.
Press X or B when enemies enter your zone. You will see the X or B zones light up. You are able to attack. Missing leaves you open to enemy attacks. Try not to miss. Stage complete. This number is your overall mastery. Keep playing to increase this score. Fewer misses gives you a higher score. Round. This is how many men you need to kill. This is your life.
The game's difficulty is actually really good. It's very gradual. So there's not a lot of difficulty spikes.
All throwing weapons kill in one hit. Press X or B to throw. You grab throwing weapons of enemies that carry them. No enemies.
Most of the levels are mob rounds, but there's actually a few different types of levels, so not every level is the same.
You are rewarded with a medal if you miss less than 10 times.
Like at the top of the screen it says mob round. The first round I did was multi-round. It was the 4 different types of things. Here's Light Sword Round, which is an obvious nod to Star Wars. It's a little bit faster. You can also play this with the mouse if you want. It uses the left and right mouse buttons.
Destroy your enemies by pressing X and B. Take your time. Fight him slowly. Look at the X and B buttons moving down the stream. Perfect. Platinum medal awarded.
Let's try something. Here's a boss round. There's quite a few of these.
Boss round. This boss switches between green and the blue. The enemy's hits are indicated below them.
So as you can see, red, blue, 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 red. That's how I know how to hit him, because I see the bars under him that show which color in order. Blue, red.
Remember, missing leaves you. Boss round.
Well, I probably shouldn't have been talking, but
Victory. Platinum medal awarded.
and while you're doing certain fights, there'll be like fatalities. They're really short. Okay, here's the one called Smash Round.
Beat the enemies into objects to break them. Break the total objects indicated to win. Smash round.
So I can kill a ton of enemies, but I need to smash them into one of these background objects. Two left. One left. There we go.
Platinum medal awarded.
Okay, here's another one called Speed Round.
All enemies before time runs out. You cannot use skills. Speed round.
Now Speed Round, this is the only section of the game where you can button mash. Like for example, I can just... You can button mash and not get penalized for it. Of course, at the end of the level, so there's a fatality. At the end of the level, you'll get penalized for, you won't get like a medal. This is actually a really good game to get your reflexes going.
Bronze medal awarded.
See there, I missed 7 times. But like I said, as you can see, there's a lot of different levels, and I've already unlocked everything. But within the map, there are like the modifiers.
Skills in this round.
Whoops. Modifiers that you can use. I'll just scroll over them so you can see them. Here's another multi-round.
Round one.
These I can only get hit 4 times per round. So that round's done, so A is lit up, so I just hit A to start the next round.
Round two. Round three. Last round. Destroy him. Victory. Platinum medal awarded.
It's a good game to play for about 15-20 minutes, and then you end up playing it for an hour and not even realizing it. For example, what I said earlier, here's a branch that has an end. It just ends. I think most likely there was like a power up here for one of the modifiers. I don't know which one it was, but okay, here's a bomb round. These are interesting.
All enemies using only bombs. You can only throw one at a time. All around.
Oh, I just messed up.
Take your time. Bomb around. Victory.
You can throw the bombs whenever you want, but like it said, you can only throw one at a time. So, and they have another one called Dagger Round, which is similar. I'm trying to find one. Here's Thunderstorm. This is probably the most annoying to me, is this Thunderstorm round. It's really hard to see. I think right there, that's one of my perks. I get like an extra chance. The Thunderstorm rounds are probably the most annoying ones. I'm trying to find a Dagger round. Here we go. This one's going to be tough because it's toward the end of the game. But it's the same thing with the bombs. It's all about timing.
Take your time and focus. Dagger round. Victory.
Yeah, it's important not to button mash in this game, especially during that part. Except when you're doing speed rounds, of course. Master is difficult, more difficult obviously, but it removes the where it says B and A when the enemies come into the. So as you can see, it's there, but actually it is. Maybe it's the other difficulty. Anyway, the other one is survival. Okay, blind survival. That's what I was thinking of. You go as long as you can without dying. There's a few health power-ups, but blind survival removes the bar completely. So you gotta know when they're in the zone. I don't think this mode unlocks until you actually beat the game, though. So it's not like they expect you to know. That's that mode. Whoop. Going into the options. That's pretty much it. You can turn the voices off if you want to. Does have achievements. They're actually not that bad, but I think there's over 100 of them. And I don't think it has trading cards. But there it is, guys. That's your it's a quick look at One Finger Death Punch. I think you should check it out, pick it up on Steam. See you guys next time. Remember to like and subscribe. And see you later.